You may gain gold for a season, but when the rivers die, your children will thirst forever. Welcome to my channel. Today, I bring a message not from opinion, but from the burden of the Lord to Ghana's illegal miners and to every leader who has forgotten what righteousness means. Now, this is no longer about politics. It is about truth, life, and the future of our children. Because when the rivers die, the nation dies, and the time to speak is now. My brothers and sisters in illegal mining, hear me. This is not a message of condemnation, but of mercy. I know life is hard. I know many of you dig not from greed, but from hunger to feed your families and to educate your children and to survive. But here comes a time when survival must not cost us our soul. And that time is now. God commissions us to rule over the creation in a way that sustains, protects, and enhances His work, that all creation may fulfill the purposes God intended for it. We must manage the environment not simply for our own benefit, but for God's glory. Isaiah chapter 24 verse 5 says, the earth is defiled under its inhabitants, because they have transgressed the laws, broken the everlasting covenants. We have exchanged rivers of life for rivers of death and called it development. We have transgressed the laws of mining, and therefore the land is bleeding. The rivers are mourning. The ground beneath your feet groan under the weight of sin and greed. The very creation once blessed us now testifies against us. The water that once sustained us now poisoned our children. You see, you may gain gold for a season, but when the rivers die, your children will bear the consequences. They will suffer the consequences. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 4 says, riches profit not in the day of wrath. It's true. You may build houses with your earnings, but when your body is sick, wealth will not heal you. You may fill your pocket, but when your water is poisoned, your riches will taste like blood. Don't get me wrong. God is not against labor. He blesses honest labor, but curses destruction. You cannot claim His blessings while poisoning His creation. You can't. You cannot pray for rain when you have defiled the rivers. 9. Now, what we may not know is that every time a river turns brown, heaven records it. Every time mercury touches the soil, the blood of the earth cries out for justice. Yeah, because the earth is not ours. In fact, this is not only an environmental crisis, it is spiritual rebellion. It is a nation lifting its hands against its maker and saying, we can destroy what you made and still expect your blessing. But you see, if we sow destruction, we shall reap drought not far from here. If we sow greed, we shall reap sorrow. If we sow poison, we shall drink judgment. You may not believe this. You see, a nation that destroys its rivers destroys its future. And a people that sells its soil for gold sells its soul for nothing. Let me tell you this again. If you sell your soul for gold, you will sell your soul for nothing. Period. But there is still hope, because mercy still speaks. God has not abandoned Ghana. No. He's not calling us to shame, but to repentance. He's not sending wrath now, but warning, that we may turn and live. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19 and 20 says, if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall fall by the sword, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. God can heal our rivers. Yes, He can restore our forest, but He requires repentance, not lip service. Confession, not excuses. Restoration, and not speeches. My advice to all illegal miners in Ghana is, please do not let greed destroy your legacy. No. Do not let poverty push you into rebellion against God. It won't help you. So, for goodness sake, lay down your tools of destruction, because God will not bless destruction. He will not bless sin disguised as survivor. No way. And if we continue down this path, I promise you, the curse will reach all of us. Rich, poor, miners, and ministers alike. All of us. It is my prayer the Lord awaken the conscience of our leaders to fight the good fights. May He touch every miner's heart, every policy maker, and every citizen. May He open our eyes to see that true wealth is not in gold, but in life. Not in coins, but in clean water. Not in profit, but in purpose. Now, let me tell you something. You know, everybody, including me, is blaming the president. Everyone. But the truth of the matter is, the healing of our land and waters will not begin in the palaces or the parliament. It will begin in the heart of the people. In your heart, in my heart. If we rise together, miners, farmers, leaders, pastors, and youth, God will hear from heaven and heal our land. But if we remain silent, the rivers will carry our silence downstream as judgment against us. Yes. So, I ask you today, my viewers, what will you do for the rivers that once gave you life? Will you keep silent, or will you speak for the land that cannot speak for itself? Will you protect what God created, or watch it die in your lifetime? Let me know in the comment section. This is Dr. Juliet Agyeiwaah on Kaman channel, where faith meets the headlines. May truth guide our nation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.